Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Riddle me this. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in case file protection.
Force plot! Tyrannosaur! So fine.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is mine.
Your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in case file protection.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Why so serious?
Riddle me this.
Haven't had a lot of company in a long time, but if I were expecting some, I'd whip up a really substantial meal. You see how strong I am? From eating all of this stuff.
Force plot! Tyrannosaur! Your soul is mine.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in case file protection.
I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine.
Riddle me this.
So fine.
Why so serious?
Force plot! Tyrannosaur! Always winterize your pipes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Why so serious?
Hadouken!
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in case file protection.
Your powers combined. Riddle me this.
But there could be more
gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
Riddle me this. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined,
Hadouken!
Why so serious?
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Riddle me this.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Alright, what's going on, guys? Be sure to like the video and subscribe. Welcome to our newest episode of Otaku Jump Podcast, episode 6. First episode of this month. Hope you guys had a safe weekend. I know over here I had some messed up, jacked up weather over here, but luckily everything is back to normal. We are available on Google, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Stitcher, Radio Public, Spotify. You can check us out with our other audio formats in the description if you missed it. Quick intros here. Go ahead, Eisen.
Yeah, what's good, everybody? Let's have a great show and a fun time.
All right, Mega.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Just glad to be here, and just for everybody, banzai!
Oh God, okay. I was about to drink something, man. All right, Trunks, birthday boy, intro.
All right. Thank you for that. My birthday was like a couple days ago, though. But yeah, it's good to be 22. Let's have a good show. We got some fire ass articles today. Let's get it.
All right, Swift.
Yo, let's get the show on the road.
All right, Adias.
And finally, the Otaku Jump Podcast is back on your screens. Stay tuned. We got a great show in store for you. We're going to have a good time. Let's get to it.
All right. So we're going to start off with you, Swift, with solo leveling. This was, this one kind of appeared a couple days ago. Go ahead. And shit, I can't even view it. Well, let me view it. Let me see. Oh, there it goes.
Alright, anyways. So leveling the game came out, or it's coming out rather. And this is the first like real manga game I guess coming out, so
yeah, basically.
I guess we'll just have to see once it releases. Yeah.
So,
and its own little manga just ended too. So,
what did you think about the trailer that came out?
oh, the trailer's fire. Trailer's fire.
Yeah. So
Real flashy.
when I saw it, I was thinking of Devil May Cry. That's kind of the gameplay style I was seeing when I saw the gameplay. Now we don't have a lot of, for anime games, they're usually like hack and slash or fighting or RPG. So that does fit what I saw in the trailer. And I think, let me see, it's probably gonna come out this year if we got the trailer this month or a little bit to the end of January. So most likely we'll get that this year or hopefully next year. So I'm also guessing it's going to be on, your typical PC, PlayStation, Xbox. But it is kind of shocking to get that we're getting this from a manhwa, because usually you would think, we usually get these from animes, and there's some animes that haven't got newer games since, like example would be Bleach or something. But Soul Leveling is pretty popular. So like you said, the manhwa just ended not too long ago, and then boom, we're getting a game, and apparently we're still getting that anime. But I haven't really heard anything from it. But definitely check out the gameplay trailer. It looked pretty cool. I think there's some potential there. I think most people will probably be interested. Maybe another trailer or so to get some more info on the game, how it works, the gameplay, systems in the game. But to me, it looks like a Devil May Cry, so I'm not too worried. But hopefully it's on all platforms. Hopefully it's not like some type of exclusive. Oh, on PlayStation BS.
I'm pretty sure it's just on mobile and PC, from what I've read.
Oh shit, mobile. Here we go again.
Mobile and PC.
Okay, and not PlayStation and Xbox. That's weird.
I guess not. Not from what I saw.
All right. Well,
it might be though. Sometimes games start out on PC.
Well, I guess
end up moving to the PS4.
The master race continues to win, I guess. But that's my thoughts. What do you think, Eisen? Anything on this game coming out? Soul Leveling?
I haven't really seen anything, so I have to look at it and see. I guess it's for me nothing to get too excited about until it until it actually drops, and you can actually see some real gameplay. But if it's good, yeah, another win for the PC Master Race.
Right. Omega, what do you think?
Let's see. Well, currently I haven't seen anything of it. I believe wait, I think I might have seen a demo of this before. It looks impressive. Looks like it's very combo heavy, and the main character and its abilities with the sword and everything looks kind of dope. So yeah, like right now I just looked on YouTube and seeing a trailer as we speak. It looks really good.
Yeah, it looks like Devil May Cry, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was just about to. Oh man, it looks like a mixture of that, and then also, I want to say, what's that one game? Looks very similar to it. I guess because it's like cell shaded anime.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it does look like Devil May Cry, but it looks like it's very combo heavy. So I mean, who doesn't like that? So yeah, the anime should be dope.
Okay. What do you think, Trunks?
Man, fuck this game. I'm just waiting for the to come out.
Okay. All right. All right.
It's getting an anime in 2022. I don't know if we covered that already.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
I don't believe it till it comes out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna believe it till it comes out.
Right.
Fair enough.
I need a trailer or some type of confirmed something. Yeah.
Like,
all right.
And the animation is gonna be good. The story's just gonna be, meh, but it's gonna be super flashy. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, so you're saying it'll be super flashy but with no substance, or?
Basically, like it'll be one of those won't be a shonen anime, but it'll be one of those animes where it's like an overpowered character, but no other character besides the main character gets developed.
Okay, that doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
That sounds terrible.
No. Okay, this is where I
just
disagree.
being real.
This is where I disagree a little bit. No, man. Those animes are actually good if it's like real short, like 12 episodes or something. I like
Bro,
it.
that's not gonna have 12 episodes, bro. I'm not gonna.
I don't care how
Damn,
short
what?
it is. No other character development is trash.
So wait, you're saying it's not even worth? It doesn't have enough coverage for 12 episodes? Is that what you're saying, or what?
No, I'm saying it's gonna have more.
Oh, okay.
They'll probably have like 2-3 seasons. I might have 2-3 seasons.
Oh man, yeah. Then I wouldn't like it. No, I just like for those animes where it's just like the main character is just like OP. I like that to see that for like 12 episodes or so, and then I'm kind of done with it. Like that's where I think it can be executed properly.
What does look like they're incorporating? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say it reminds me how like the slime anime. I forgot what's the reincarnated by slime or whatever anime. How he's like overpowered.
Oh yeah. I dropped off after.
Yeah, I dropped that really early.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You know, it's anything kind of like Dragon's Dogma. If it got some elements like that, it's probably gonna be good. But you know, after a while, you start destroying the same wave after wave enemy. Like unless they do some kind of, you know, like the more you level up, and the challenges get better. But if it's kind of like, you know, like, oh, these waves are enemies, I'm just basically cutting through them like it ain't nothing, you know. But from what I looked at the trailer is that it's mimicking some kind of system between close range, long range, and then also heavy. Like your character actually becomes almost like a somewhat of a juggernaut. It's like a shield and huge ass hammer. So that kind of looks interesting.
What do you think, Diaz, on this one?
I never heard of a solo level, but if it plays like Devil May Cry, then it's bound to be good. Note to game makers: please take inspiration from the old shit because it's better. Okay, that's Devil May Cry came out during a time when we demanded quality from our art. Okay,
I definitely agree with you on that one, bro.
And that's all I gotta say.
Okay, I went to you on that. Trunks, I think this is yours about. You had the one on Demon Slayer, with the reveals only the Tenkin flashback. Yeah, you can go ahead. You don't have to. Just give me your thoughts.
Yeah, it's cutting out a bit. My bad. Hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you now. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah. So, Demon Slayer reveals anime only Tengen flashback. So I just saw Demon Slayer and just kind of picked this up.
Yeah. So Demon Slayer's been on point. Like I said, Demon Slayer's been. Now some people are saying it's just extremely flashy and stuff like that, but oh man, you got some noise, Trunks.
Oh really? Oh, that
crackling.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. My bad. I think I'm gonna have to cut out for a bit.
Oh no, you're fine. But yeah, like I've been saying, Demon Slayer has been really consistent, at least with the entertainment disregard. I would say if you think of season 2 with the Mugen Train arc, then you know that we started from a small place with season 2. So, but this new arc has been really on point. A lot of nice fights, a lot of good animation. Carried momentum, I think, is the one thing that I'm really impressed with this arc, where it hasn't dropped. The momentum hasn't dropped yet. I'm waiting for it to drop because I know, it's not realistic just to have upbeat action this nonstop like that. So I'm sure it's going to stop and get to like a setup episode to lead on to the story, whatever. But it's been very on point. Even today's episode was on point. It was crazy what we saw today. But that's my thoughts on Demon Slayer. Aizen, have you seen anything on Demon Slayer? You can just give me your thoughts if you've seen it or not.
Yeah, actually, I have. The entertainment district arc, like you said, it's been really good. I did see today's episode, and you've seen it much later after you did your content. So I didn't get to check that out. So I have to go through there and check that out, and drop a comment. But it was good. I am liking it. Yeah, it is flashy, but um, it's got unique. It's got some pretty interesting characters that have really held it. So
Totally. And I would say it's like the most exciting anime of this season, in my opinion.
I'd agree.
All right. What do you think, Omega, on Demon Slayer season 2?
I haven't been able to check it out, but I did see some of your content on it earlier today, and it looks epic. So yeah, like definitely invested in the first season, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be quite amazing.
Okay. Diaz, anything on Demon Slayer season 2?
Unfortunately, not. I haven't seen Demon Slayer, or let alone the new stuff. So no.
Okay. How about you, Swift? Anything on season 2?
Actually, well, okay. Let me preface this.
Mhm.
Okay, the entertainment district arc, besides like those first 1 or 2 episodes,
Yeah.
I've been impressed with Demon Slayer because generally, I already know people aren't gonna like this. But
Go ahead.
Demon Slayer is a mid anime, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Demon Slayer is mid, like story wise, all that. It just gets carried by its animation. But this arc right here, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. I've heard that critique before. But realistically, I don't think any anime is a 10 out of 10. I don't really believe that. Maybe at the highest a 9 or 9.5 or something. But me giving any anime a 10, it's not really realistic. But like I said, like you said, the first beginning of season 2, which is the Mugen Train arc, that was a very low time in season 2. That's like the lowest part of season 2, actually. So I think some people are going to try to shortcut and not count that and say, oh, it's a 10 out of 10. I'm like, no, but you have to count that because that's part of season 2. So if you count that with season 2, it can't be a 10 out of 10. It can't, But yeah,
Not to mention, the episodes are already limited as it is because it's with seasons. It's not like Dragon Ball Super to where they were just ongoing the whole time till it actually ended. Like they're wasting episodes on a movie you can find on the internet somewhere.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, if you're gonna critique season 2, you have to include the Mugen Train arc of the beginning of the season. You have to. If you don't, it's like, okay, you're just trying to flex and get a high score on the Demon Slayer. Maybe you're like a fanboy or some shit. So I agree with you on that.
All right. Wait. Quick thoughts. Now that my internet's back, sorry, broke college student problems. Anyways, I don't know. The reason I've been hesitant to watch Demon Slayer is because I feel like it's one of those animes that I'll get bored really easily because you guys yourself have said, also I've seen it, other people say it, that the storyline's really mid.
You can watch the movie. You can watch the movie of Mugen Train and then get straight to the entertainment arc. That's probably the best way to do it if you want to catch up with Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
That's the best method. I would just
one more thing. One more thing. I got something for y'all Rengoku lovers too.
Oh god.
I'm gonna make y'all mad. I'm gonna make y'all mad too.
Go ahead.
Rengoku's cool and all, but like his whole legacy is him losing. I just need to point that out too.
Oh man.
People only know him because he lost to Otaku. I just gotta point that out too.
Oh man. Okay.
I like Vegeta anyway, so.
Oh man, come on! Y'all just gonna shout us on R.I.P. Rengoku during that week, man.
Bro,
it was depressing.
Known for losing.
Oh,
he couldn't even, bro. He had the chance to beat the Okay, it's spoiler, but you should have seen the movie by now, or you seen the anime. But like, he had the chance to beat the little train, the train demon or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
The dude was sleeping with the kids, bro. Like, he's supposed to be one of the strongest 12 Hashiras, and he's sleeping on the train already. Then he ends up losing to Akaza. Don't get me wrong, Akaza is strong, but like that's all Rengoku's known for, losing. Like, I don't see his hype.
Damn. Yeah, see, this is why it's good. I'm not a fanboy.
Got you.
I'm not a fanboy,
Is
but
this a spoiler over?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad.
Okay.
You could, yeah.
No.
But Rengoku fans, yeah, they might cry with that comment, Swift. But you know,
I hope so.
Yeah, I ain't that into it to be worried about that.
Right. Go ahead, Adios. This is yours.
All right. Screen's black for me.
Oh, really?
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah. So the Punisher. So there's been a lot of going on with the Punisher skull. The lefties are trying to take our comics away from us yet again. What else is new? So for context, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with how the Punisher skull has been used in pop culture. A lot of cops, a lot of military men use it. And of course, that there is a very, very thin line correlation with those kinds of people and some of the more conservative parties or the right hand ideologies. And you tie that in with a lot of the racial and hate crime bullshits, whatever. And, you know, long story short, especially with the COVID pandemic, a lot of people wear the Punisher skull as a mask, wear it as a t-shirt. And the creator of the Punisher has pretty much been pushed to change the logo to get rid of the skull, the iconic logo, to separate the character from the modern political associations. And, you know, now the article you see right here is pretty much detailing that. Is detailing how the creator thinks that he can reclaim the logo from the far right extremists. But Marvel is pretty much putting their foot down and saying, like, for political reasons, we have to get rid of it. And now he has this new weird looking thing, and there's been controversy about that. The new skull looks like a Japanese Oni mask. And so, you know, and it's supposed to match its aggressive nature still, but I don't know. Everyone's upset. People are upset the logo's changed. People are upset if the logo stays the same. There's no way for anyone to be happy here.
So I'm kind of interested, like, does this affect the movie world too? What if there's like a Punisher reboot or something? Will they have to alter the logo as well, or is it only in the comic book stuff?
No, this is Marvel wide. So Marvel owns the rights to all the MCU. So if the Punisher appears in future appearances, the logo will be changed. More than likely.
So I mean,
and they're even calling for the Punisher to be race bent, to become a black veteran.
Oh my
so they can explore the issues and themes of minorities through a new lens.
Oh my god, no. I mean, really, what they should do is bring back the actor from Netflix. I mean, bring him in because he did great on the Netflix show, but I don't think he should be black. I mean, I guess what they want to go to the barbershop.
Comics. And they're already like shifting the merchandise. They're merging the skull with causes like Blue Lives Matter, Green Lives Matter.
No.
So they're trying to get rid of all the memorabilia. And the creator is saying that one way we can separate the Punisher from the far right is to make him a black war veteran.
Oh, golly. Good to know. God, that's terrible. What do you think, Isaac?
I think that making him a black war veteran just does a whole lot because we know how black males are portrayed in media and TV. It's wonderful. Not only will he probably be black, he'll probably be rainbow or some other crap.
Oh man!
Or he'll just be a pushover for whatever the chick is. I mean, it just it's a damn shame. Well, I mean, comics have gone down the ground of shitter anyway, so it's not surprising.
Man. I'm with you on that, man. What do you think, Omega?
Dang, there's just so much going on, like with this, and it's like, oh, man, it's just a symbol for God's sakes. Like, honestly, I'll be straight up. I always thought they would maybe go in the direction of like having the Punisher like be a pissed off, freedom loving Cuban, like like that would have been kind of awesome to me. But I don't know, like somebody just not down with. It's just all over the place. Like I don't know. Like they said, the comics it's like, are y'all trying to just destroy these characters at some point? I don't know, but I can't call it, but yeah. But honestly, I always thought like if they did go in the direction of like having him be another like race, I thought he'd be like maybe something Latin or something, but yeah, because they kind of did that with Ghost Rider, like Robbie Reyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
He's like Latino, right, or something. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And I love that freaking car that he has, dude. Like it's almost like weird to everybody's used to the motorcycle, but that car is sick. Yeah, but I far right, far left is it's a Marvel symbol. A Japanese Oni though, that is kind of interesting though that they went with that direction too, because like if you look at the folklore of Oni, those things are aggressive. It's like those things are so powerful that most of people don't realize those stories. The Oni was either usually sealed or went to sleep. They couldn't kill it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that aggressive. Like most of Japanese, I think, folklore is like that. Usually, a hero sealed it, like it's still alive. It just can't fuck with nobody. Don't like please don't break this vase. But yeah, that's all I got to say about it.
The thing, for further context for the Oni usage, within the new story, he's become a warlord of the Hand, which is a clan of Japanese assassins. So he serves as the beast of the Hand. They pretty much see him as a demon that's been worshipped, and they think he's empowered by dark magic to. They think his fate for all his tragedy, war, and rage coming together to be a killer.
That's a great tie-in. Then I like that.
That's pretty cool.
There's actually one book that was almost explaining why the Punisher is the Punisher, because some kind of voice, I guess, that humans can tap into during war. I don't know if they were trying to say it was PTSD or it might be just some entity that a human is able to reflect in war or something, because like in the comic book they showed like what he was like. He should have been dead to rights, but he somehow survived fighting just like these waves of men, so like I don't know. He said they found him amongst well, it looked like he was dead, but he was actually still alive.
Okay. What do you anything on this, Trunks? I know you're not anything?
Nah, not really, no.
Okay. Swift, anything?
Not political.
I'll keep it short and simple. Don't expect for your other characters to have their symbols taken away too.
Ah, good point.
Wow. Yeah.
Good point there. And I have one more question for Diaz. So the new logo, right? You're saying it's like Oni, right? It's kind of Japanese. Oh, okay, he'll come back. But my question was, Mr. Negative from the Spider-Man comics, right? Is that what the logo's kind of gonna look like with those white kind of Oni characters or something? Is that what it looks like or what? I think Diaz is back. Diaz, you there?
I'm back.
You're gonna have to ask it again.
Yeah, my
What you
question was, how does the new Punisher logo look like? Does it look anything related to the Doctor Negative kind of Oni stuff that we saw in the Spider-Man games?
I just put it in our chat.
Oh,
You
okay.
see it.
Okay. I'll check it out later then.
Yeah, it looks like it still has some skull imagery to it. But it's not as elongated. It has really big horns. The horns are massive. It looks really aggressive, almost like a gas mask. Looking at it kind of now, a lot of people think that this is a temporary change to draw attention to the new series, and if it is, it's working. But I think that in the future, these comic, I don't even know what to call them. They need to stop pretending that anyone using this logo even reads the comics. Like, someone wearing the Punisher logo and being a shitty person has nothing to do with the comics.
Right.
I mean, not everyone wearing a Superman shirt knows what the fuck
Totally true.
pre-crisis is like. And the Punisher has stories where he kills crooked cops, he kills neo-Nazis, he kills racist bikers. Like, it's all disingenuous. I mean, it's just a symbol for a cool, badass guy who murders his way through his social issues. But
Okay.
but now he's a demon. So.
Actually, my last comment. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe an animated film on Punisher based on that new setup you were talking about. That'd be pretty cool, though. I wouldn't mind.
agree.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. But we know how Marvel is, though. Marvel and animated movies are not that great.
He's had an anime before with Black Widow that was pretty decent. So
Yeah, that anime was pretty good.
yeah.
Okay. So quick shout out for people in the chat. I forgot to give shout outs. Dane, what's going on? Sigma, Colin, what's up? Colin, you staying out of trouble? All right. Jay Wolf, what's going on? Dorian, what's up? What's up? And I also forgot to go over the last couple polls we had on Nerd Pill. So we had the best animated film of last year. Of course, honorable mentions. Out of 56 votes, 59% was the Mobile Combat Legends Battle of the Realms. I still haven't seen that yet. I have to watch it on HBO Max. Then we had The Witcher, Nightmare of the Wolf with 21%, Injustice 7%, which is pretty low there. Justice Society World War II 2%, and Batman The Long Halloween with 11%. Then the other poll we had was, what is your most anticipated video game of this year? With 15%, total of 61 votes, Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is still confirmed to come out this year, which I can't wait because I just beat the last one last year. Elden Ring, 20% from Software, the Dark Souls games. God of War, Ragnarok, the sequel, with 54% won the poll. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, 7%, which actually had a rumor of being delayed to next year, which kind of sucks, from Rocksteady. And then last we had Horizon Forbidden West with 5%, which is actually coming out next month, I believe, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. So should be a good game.
This month.
Oh, is it this month?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Later on this month.
Okay, this month then. So those were the polls. Like I said, we do those every weekend with different type of interesting questionnaires. Oh, shout out to Dane and Paul Game. What's going on, Paul Game? So, all right. So the Joker sequel with Gohan Phoenix expected to begin filming next year. Phoenix's Clown Prince of Crime will return to the big screen sometime in the future, with one report claiming the production is moving forward on a sequel to the 2019 Joker, which, keep in mind, made $1 billion in the box office with little to a very, very, very small budget. I forgot what the budget number was, but it was pretty small, and it made such a really big hit on the box office. So Phoenix will reprise his role as Arthur Fleck's Joker in a sequel, alongside returning co-writer and director Todd Phillips. Warner Bros. Has reportedly received the first draft of the film script, according to an industry insider, via Heroic Hollywood, with the studio set to begin shooting sometime next year. Details regarding plot information as well as other new returning characters are currently kept tightly under wraps. So we know that the new Batman film's coming out basically next month, and what's really confusing about DC right now is where are we in the Oh, what's going on, Craig? Tech guy, what's going on? Where are we in the DC universe is very confusing, right? Especially with what we covered last month with the Snyder Cut. So shit's very weird, like, because I've heard rumors of a new Joker appearing in the new Batman film, but that's not the Phoenix Joker. That's some new Joker, but that's a rumor though. We don't know till we find out when we watch the Batman, which I will be doing a watch party of. But obviously, having a sequel to Joker 2 does make sense because of how much it made. And, Phoenix did a great job with the character. The style of the movie was great. I loved everything about that movie. But my question is this in the universe of the Batman that's coming out next year? And there's another thing too. We're getting so many Batmans this year. We're getting the Flash Batman from Keaton. He's coming up this year. So I don't know. Either way, I'm sure it's gonna be awesome, but I'm just confused where the timeline is of this sequel, right? Because if spoilers if you haven't seen the ending of Joker, we did see Kid Bruce Wayne in the first film. We did see a little montage of what happened with his parents in the first film. So it's like you're kind of giving us foreshadow that there may be a Batman in this sequel, but we don't know the timeline, like how many years have passed or whatever. But that's my thoughts. Anything on this Omega with Joker 2?
Yeah, Joker 2. I gotta say, I don't know. It just seems like Batman is gonna be the hardest working actor, or the hardest working superhero that DC is putting out. But it is good to see a little bit more in depth to what happens with the Joker after what we just seen with the current one. So, and I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is a really good actor. So,
yeah, great.
If it's, I don't know if it's DC way of just saying like we just have to somehow surpass a lot of Marvel heroes, Jesus, but we just keep making Batman work his ass off. So I mean, they have other heroes, of course, and you have other villains, but
right. I believe there's also a new Batman animated series coming out, I think, if not this year, next year, I think, too.
That is correct.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, they are. I mean, do Batman sleep during the day? I guess I don't know, but he's getting that work.
Right. Anything?
He's a businessman, though.
Right. Anything? What do you think, Trunks? If you've on the Joker sequel?
I mean, well, I guess I'll go see it, but I don't know. I'm not like as into it as you guys are, so I don't really have any solid thoughts on it or opinions on it.
Okay, no problemo. Have you seen the first Joker?
No, I haven't. Do you guys recommend it?
Yeah, totally.
If so, I'll watch it.
Totally recommend it.
Will do.
Alrighty. How about you, Swift? Any thoughts?
Not really. I can't remember what it's called, but there's like this Batman Joker like character, like they're both the same person. That was the only thing I could think of when you mentioned Batman was in the original movie. Other than that, nah, I haven't seen the first Joker either, so.
Okay, we might have to do a watch party of Joker. I don't mind watching that shit again.
Let's do it.
Death Racer in the chat. What's going on, Death Racer? He says, imagine the Willem Dafoe. So that's another thing. Willem Dafoe, who was Green Goblin, he has made some comments about Joker recently in a couple of articles. Totally agree that he would be a great Joker. I mean, he has the voice. He has the chops for it. I could totally see that. But we got to let all this stuff kind of get past, like this new sequel. We gotta move on. Like maybe in the future, if he's still acting, then sure. But he did great as Green Goblin. So that's a little comment there. What do you think, Adias?
I got two thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Two thoughts. One, first off, heroic Hollywood is full of shit. Okay.
Ha.
I don't expect this to happen. I don't think there will be a sequel.
Oh.
I think this is a fake report. And two, I don't want a sequel. I don't think it should happen. I think the movie was great on its own. We need to go back to the old days where you just had great standalone films. I mean, this film is in the realm of a Taxi Driver, a Clockwork Orange, or a Titanic. You could make sequels for them, but it would probably be shit. I don't think this is a movie that really needs one. I think the lore and luster of this film and how it came to be would be tarnished a bit. But I need to see the source for this, right? I know it's on CBR, but I need to know where they got the report from, because as far as I know, there was no sequel coming.
And you make a good point. I actually did watch Taxi Driver just because of Joker, and I agree. You cannot make a sequel to Taxi Driver. You can't. It wouldn't make any sense the way that film ended. That shit was great film though, great, but you cannot make a sequel. Maybe a reboot, but I don't think I even want that with that movie. That
Yeah.
I don't. You don't want a sequel or reboot for Taxi Driver or King
It's
Kong.
so classic. That's why.
Yeah. Taxi Driver's way too classic.
Yeah.
Man, I definitely recommend anyone, if you're a movie head, I definitely recommend watching Taxi Driver. That was
oh yeah,
that was definitely a thing to watch. Like, I'm really glad I didn't watch that when I was younger, though. Low-key, I'm glad I didn't watch that when I was younger. Like, I'm gonna have the maturity now, but back then, I don't know.
Yeah, I watched it actually on accident, like when I was about 19, and it was like late at night. Like remember when they used to play like old movies late at night?
Yeah.
And they had it on there, and I was just like, damn, like I need to get this on DVD or Blu-ray. So,
right. Yeah. Eisen, what do you think?
I agree with Adidas. It doesn't need a second one. It's much better as a standalone film, because it doesn't have anything to do really with the DC universe continuity. That's the reason why there doesn't need to be another one. This Joker doesn't fit right when you have Batman involved. I think it takes away from what that movie was. So I would hate to actually see a sequel to it. I think it just needs to be that, because of that. The only Jokers we had, as far as I'm concerned, that work well with Batman are Hamill and Ledger.
Yeah, Ledger.
Their Jokers have been great when paired with Batman. But other than that, that it doesn't need to be a sequel.
I hear you on that. It is a classic. I mean, I guess money wise, we're trying to see if they can get another hot box office hit. But yeah, DC, y'all need to chill the hell out. Even with what you guys are doing this year, I'm not even sure. All the Batmans. Oh, Indigenous TV, what's going on, bro? He says Jack Nicholson is the best, most comic accurate live Joker. Yeah, actually, I did like Nicholson's Joker. I definitely did. But let's get to the next one. Go ahead, Eisen.
All right. So basically, IGN, had the video game release dates for some of the biggest games of this year and next year for PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and PC. As I was saying earlier, for this month, the biggest one definitely would probably be Horizon Forbidden West. Supposed to release on the 18th. Anybody that likes Dynasty Warriors, they're supposed to release on the 15th. Elden Ring coming out this month on the 25th. So this is all on Horizon. That is, even though we do have the old one on PC, this is still a PlayStation exclusive game as of right now. Hopefully, Forbidden West will maybe it'll make it on PC. Well, that's yet to be seen. So we'll see what happens there. But then I think next month you got Tiny Tina's Wonderlands for anybody that's a Borderlands player. That'll be a fun one to play. And let's see. Oh, also Alan Wake 2. Anybody that played the first one, I thought it was a great game. Very fun. Only problem was, Alan Wake had that smoker stamina, but other than that, the game had a really good story and it's pretty gripping the whole way. There's supposed to be a release date scheduled for 2023, but I just wanted to keep it short. And you got a bunch of good games here. I can drop this in the chat if anybody wants to check that out.
Yeah, this is good because this is definitely a hot month for gaming. I mean, we got Sifu coming out this week, and I think you guys might see some gameplay already on YouTube. Some people have early copies. I'm definitely getting that, probably on the PS5. You got Dying Light 2 came out this weekend. Dynasty Warriors, honestly, I kind of stay away from the Empires because they're basically like the 9.2.5 or whatever, or 9.5. I'd rather just wait till Dynasty Warriors 10 comes out. King of Fighters, of course, fighting game community, hell yeah. King of Fighters, with almost like, 45 character roster? Yeah, definitely getting that. Definitely. Horizon, of course, the sequel, should do good. And, good question on, will this become on the PC platform I think it will, because the first one did, so I won't be surprised. PlayStation is trying to do what Xbox, where they're putting their games on PC. I don't get why, but I think the console war is over, so I really don't care. Enjoy your games however you want. Destiny 2, I don't know. Although we do have some news relating to Bungie with Sony, so that's ironic. Elden Ring, Dark Souls, I'll try it. I'm gonna try playing it. Usually I get my ass kicked in Rage on Dark Souls games. I've only beaten like 2 of them. And then Gran Turismo, definitely getting that. Hell yeah. Babylon Fall? What Babylon Fall? I don't know. Forspoken, that looks interesting. The Wonderland game, like you said, with Borderland fans, most likely they'll buy that. GTA 5 on PS5. Honestly, people are going to buy that game. It doesn't matter how many times they release that game. They're gonna buy it. And GTA 5, it don't matter how many times they release it, people are gonna buy it. Even on the PS4 and PC, it's still dominating with sales. So that's my thoughts. But yeah, a good couple of months coming this year, man. Definitely it's gonna drain the wallet a little bit. So but hey, gaming, gotta enjoy it. One of your thoughts on this, Diaz, on any of the releases?
I think this looks really good. I wish the list wasn't so disorganized, but I think the summer in particular is what I'm really excited for. Some of those things, let's say upcoming, hopefully we get some dates for those, but I think we got a lot of heat. I'm ready for it. I got my Switch, I'm getting my PS5. Yeah, I'm looking at the list right now too. It looks good.
Yeah, it's gonna drain the wallet. I mean, and here's the thing: when I play games, I take my time on each one. I don't like switching between games, so I'm gonna have a backlog. So it's all right though. It's all right.
Oh yeah, and I almost forgot Saints Row is supposed to be releasing too.
The reboot.
Yeah,
so that'll be another great one. Yeah,
in the summer. Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2. I'm excited for that. I love Monster Hunter. So Monster Hunter Rise DLC is always good. Cuphead, especially with the new Netflix show coming out, that should be good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Yeah, looks like a really good lineup for the first time in a while.
Right. Okay. Indigenous says we need a new Tekken Soul Calibur and a new Marvel vs. Capcom. I would agree with you. Tekken 7 is getting a little bit outdated. So Tekken 8 does make a lot of sense, especially for new consoles. I agree with that. Soul Calibur recent installment did not do too well. I haven't heard any good things about the recent Soul Calibur. And Marvel vs. Capcom, obviously, yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 4 would be great. Not like Infinity World or whatever that last one was, but kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, totally agree. But go ahead, Swift. Any thoughts on these recent titles?
To be honest, not really. I don't know these games like that, to be honest with you. Maybe it's because I don't play a wide variety of games like I used to, but it's just, I mean, like you said, GTA 5, which is cool. And we'll talk about GTA 6 later. Like, even then, that's on the PS5. Like, imagine buying a PS5 and trying to get a GTA 5 version of the PS5.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. That's lame to me.
PS4 version.
That's a little bit lame.
That's just a waste of money.
I agree on that. I agree. Okay. Trunks, what do you think? Anything interests you?
Not particularly.
Okay. Omega, what do you think?
Yeah, I think let's see. Well, I definitely like Monster Hunter. I almost got stuck playing that game consistently and not beating other games. And I tend to sometimes jump around. Like I do the, like, oh, okay, I made progress here. Okay, let's go to the next game, make progress there. But that Elden Rings looks really good. It looks like a Soul game. Like Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's from Software.
Yeah. But it looks like a little faster though. Like it looked like, well, I'm pretty sure it's some things that you may not want to get hit with in that game that'll take you out quick. But yeah, it looks challenging. But I'm really looking forward to that King of Fighters. So.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that, man. And we'll see. And
give me a PS5.
We'll definitely be and we'll be covering the scores and stuff of these games. And if anyone is getting these games, just I'll be asking y'all how y'all enjoyed it or whatever. So moving on. Next, you guys mentioned in the chat GTA 6 was confirmed. Really big news. I think this was Omega. This is yours, but a lot of us got this article, so we can all take turns. But go ahead, Omega.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna read a little bit from it. Just top part. So a new Grand Theft Auto is in the works from Rockstar Games. That what the video game publisher behind the acclaimed, influential, and controversial action adventure video game series revealed on Friday, February 4th. It has been nearly a decade since the last title in the main GTA series emerged, 2013's Grand Theft Auto 5. That entry became the second best-selling video game of all time and the top-selling game of the last 10 years by total sales, according to Hollywood Reporter. Now, players have learned from the publisher that another GTA installment is on the horizon. However, details are currently scant about the forthcoming game. So, as I was reading this, it just pales in comparison that I don't think Grand Theft Auto can ever stop. It's definitely a part of I want to say the whole gaming community. Also the sheer amount of open free world things that you could do in Grand Theft Auto has been astonishing. So I look forward to it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be magnificent. But I do wonder, will they go on to, because usually every Grand Theft Auto is based upon a different city, right? But will this Grand Theft Auto be introducing what we see in the lives of Grand Theft Auto 5 was? Because there was a lot of, I mean, those characters were not easily forgotten, right? So it would be kind of interesting to see if they followed up with it. But like I said, we don't know. We might be getting a whole different city, or or a different even time. Like as far as like the up to date period in our lives to this day. So yeah.
Before I say my 2 cents, Indigenous had a question. Any news on the new Virtual Fighter? So we did cover, I think that a couple of, like last episode or another episode ago. After they released the demo of Virtual Fighter, they had some. There's a discussion about making the new standard Virtual Fighter for next gen consoles. So hopefully that answers your question. Colin said, "Is there going to be Project Americas?" I don't know what that is. Actually, MOT, what's going on? Shout out to MOT. So GTA 6. So here's the thing, right? Hopefully everyone learns from what happened to Cyberpunk, right? All this hype, it got released, and then it turned to shit. And then even now, it still doesn't have a next gen platform game on PS5. They're still making that, right? Because they rushed it. So whenever GTA 6 comes out, don't rush it, take your time. But the good thing, Rockstar has a good track record, right? GTA 5 was pretty good. With my experience with GTA 5, though, I think having the 3 characters, that's not easy, right? And the question is, how well did they do with the GTA 5 with that? I think they did well, but dividing the game into 3 characters is not an easy feat. And honestly, I don't want to see them go anywhere over 3 characters. Like I don't want to see them go, well, here's all 5 characters. Like no, let's not do that. Let's just keep it the max 3 or less. Like even if it had 2 characters, I'd be okay with that than 3. That's just my thing. Yeah, that'd be overkill. But like you said, GTA is the thing that it is an IP that will always exist, right? I mean, look what GTA Online did just on its own, right? So, good news for Rockstar fans. I mean, it was something that was going to happen eventually. I just say, don't fuck up like Cyberpunk. Do it right. You have the track record already. You got the blueprint. You know what to do, right? So there shouldn't be any excuses, right? That's my thing. What do you think, Eisen, on GTA 6?
Well, let's not get too excited yet.
Right.
Reports are not for it to arrive until 2024 or 2025. Also, this will be the first modern GTA game release after the departure of Rockstar co-founder Dan Houser, who helped write all of the GTA games from 2 to 5, as well as the Red Dead series, Bully, and Max Payne 3. But his brother Sam Houser does still remain on the project. So I'm interested to see how, everything with the game will change, with his departure. So kind of want to take that into consideration as well.
Good point. What do you think, Diaz, on GTA 6?
Yeah, I got a lot to say. I'm going to try to summarize this as succinctly as I can. I'm going to give you guys a more industry perspective. Well, first, let me give you the fan perspective. I'm not excited. I wish they would do something bold that switches up the formula. I've played GTA 5 since 2013, and I've had a lifetime of GTA play in that 10-year, 9-year, whatever. I'm tired of the same meh levels, meh missions, the same tired gameplay, same tired drive here, do that mission structure that I've been playing since GTA 3. And, this would have had me hyped 10 years ago. I don't know if it's because we're getting too many games, but my excitement is at an all-time low. I really don't care. The GTA formula has been showing its age for 9 years. I think that the worlds they make are beautiful, but very uninteractive and shallow. And so the announcement doesn't mean shit to me as a fan. And then from an industry perspective, it still doesn't mean shit to me, because I know that publishers announce games way before they even have something to show, or even their first loop, just to keep their stakeholders, shareholders, and investors happy. The game is very far away, and you can't tell me that people are getting excited about something we have known for months already. And, I don't know. I think the next release would be a story addition to the next GTA Online, more microtransactions. I don't see the game coming out till 2025. If they take in their last approach, where they announce it before, like 2 years before launch, I think Red Dead 2, they worked on it for 8 years, announced it in 16. GTA 5, they announced it in 2010. So I think they started the early work after the launch of 5. And, you know, the vast majority of Rockstar was working on Red Dead 2. Small team was working on GTA 6. And then after Red Dead 2 released, the rest of the team joined GTA 6 development. So we're probably about 3 years in development, and about 5 years of early development pre-production. There were some leaks a while ago that support this. So probably 2025, but I don't think they have much to show. And I don't think it matters. And given the current gaming economy, I'm gonna leave it at this. I need to see how they add NFTs to the microtransaction and loot box system, because I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
That's good perspective, because and my thing is, okay, they still have GTA 5 online running. You know, they're still supporting that. So obviously, there's no point turning that off. You know, just to start the GTA 6. Like whenever they have GTA 6, you know, actually working on it in production, they're gonna have to, you know, get to a point where they shut down GTA 5 online. You know, I don't think they'll want that to run at the same time with GTA 6. So yeah, you're probably right. You know, we're not going to get this anytime soon. And, you know, the gaming industry is really bad at releasing early stuff or little leaks and news things just to get people hype and get people excited. And then we get disappointed, like Cyberpunk and other games. Or, what is it? What's that one? Battlefield. Battlefield did terrible. Like, Battlefield did terrible with its launch, you know, or the GTA trilogy, definitive edition, whatever, that did terrible too, right? So, and another good point you made there, there's a lot of games coming out. I mean, there's a lot of games that have copied a lot of different things from GTA, you know. So, good points there. What do you think, Swift?
I'm just gonna say it now. Don't get your hopes too high. Say all these people, oh, GTA 6, GTA 6. Okay, like that's cool, but it's gonna take another 5 years to come out. Let's be honest. Like they just say it just to get people hyped first, and then don't be surprised if they drop a trailer or something. Then close to the release date, they're like, "Oh, it's still not good enough. It's not finished yet." Then they push back the release date. They might do that once or twice, maybe 3 times. Push it back. And finally, once it is incomplete, they're gonna release it. They're gonna release a bunch of updates with the game, all types of stuff like that.
Agreed. Anything on this, Trunks? What do you think?
Well, yeah, I don't think I'll play GTA. Yeah, I don't play video games.
Okay, all right. What do you think, Omega?
Yeah, I already kind of had my piece on it.
Okay, you did.
I do want to say one thing to what Omega said earlier, though. I think the game will be in Vice City. I think they're going to keep that rotation of Vice City, Liberty City, and Los Santos going.
Nerds.
Look at Trunks.
You know, it would be interesting though if they didn't even use an American city. You know what I'm saying? Like they did something more international.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Mumbai.
Yeah, but Rockstar
or Dubai.
They stick to their guns, man.
Yeah.
It's Vice City.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
They could go back to San Andreas or something, but going international, I just can't see it. I think the biggest cities, the best ones have been, Liberty, Vice, and to me, I like San Andreas a little better than Los Santos, but Los Santos was good too.
Bruh, if they put my city in there, man, I'll buy the game and I'll play it.
They put my city in there, so I'm gonna buy it regardless. My city is mine.
5 was basically Los Angeles. So
yeah, Los Santos. They had.
Oh wait. You're Trunks. You're in where?
Bay Area.
Yeah. yeah.
No. But I said
never had it.
international. I said international. Like if they put Mumbai in there, I'll buy it.
Oh, okay.
Bro, that would be fucking lit.
Fire, right? That's one thing I've always thought about GTA. Like, if they, because if I'm correct, one of their oldest ones was based in Europe, I believe, right? The very first one.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the one that
England.
was for PC.
Yep. You're right.
Right? It was England. Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't sound that fun.
It wasn't.
How dare you?
It was weird.
To all the UK people, shout out. I don't know these guys, so yeah,
Now,
don't
if you want to
wanna
go
say angry, hate me, I
international,
like them.
here's what you do. You put the game in Vice City, and then you have Cuba be accessible if you want to do something international.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be that would sound better.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be so dope.
I would say Cuba or Brazil.
Do like some narco shit. That'd be fun as shit.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Dang, you saying
The
that you
only
might
thing
want to go
is-
down to Colombia?
Hell yeah, that'd be fun.
Heck yeah.
All right, man. So we have passed the hour. We're gonna do a quick short break. We'll be back in a little couple of minutes. So we'll be back. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and enjoy this music. Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, "You there, I sit in judgment of you"?
Riddle me this.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
What are you going to do, Space Ghost? I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined,
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Why so serious? Riddle me this.
Haven't had a lot of company in a long time, but if I were expecting some, I'd whip up a really substantial meal. You see how strong I am? It's from eating all of this stuff.
俺はスーパーベジータだ。
Your soul is mine.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
By your powers combined,
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
What are you going to do, Space Ghost? I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine.
Riddle me this. Why so serious?
Always winterize your pipes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, "You there, I sit in judgment of you."
Target acquired. Here's the big one. Proton cannon.
Why so serious?
Yoga claim.
Hadouken!
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
By your powers combined,
Riddle me this.
俺はスーパーベジータだ。
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Target acquired. Here's the big one. Proton cannon.
What are you going to do, Space Ghost? I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Always winterize your pants. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined,
Hadouken!
蘇れネビュラチェーン
Yoga claim.
Why so serious?
SoulProviderZ.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, "You there, I sit in judgment of you."
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Target acquired. Here's the big one. Proton cannon.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Always winterize your pants.
Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
All right, we are back. Welcome to episode 6 of Otaku Jump Podcast. We are back. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, check us out on Anchor, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify. All those links will be in the description. And shout out to Hunter, our timestamp keeper. He does our timestamps of our podcast after every episode. So shout out to Hunter from the Oasis. Shout out to you. So we're here with Omega, Trunks, Swift, Diaz, and Eisen, and I'm your host, Soul, on the Nerd Pill. So, all right. So we were talking about GTA 6 before the break. Like we said, hopefully we'll see more articles on Rockstar's new game. But like we said, don't get hyped. Don't get too excited on that, because the gaming industry is very, they have their flaws. All right, so recently, I think this was Trunks, but a lot of people got this one on Bastard. But you can go ahead on this, Trunks, and we'll have turns.
All right, cool. Let me just give me a second. All right, there we go. So, Netflix has just confirmed its next original anime series. And now I guess it's Bastard. I mean, I haven't looked too much into it, but I don't know. I just saw the thumbnail, the cover, and immediately I was just intrigued. So it's already added to my watch list. Already plan on watching it. So it seems like it's a dark fantasy of some sort. I haven't watched too many of those, but I'm definitely intrigued just by this. So it's also being produced by Liden Films, and it's worked on Tokyo Revengers and Cells at Work, if you've seen those. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Yep. Tokyo Revengers. So I've never seen the older Bastard series. So is this like basically a reboot, or is this like a new story plot line in the series? Does anyone know?
I don't think it really. Wait. Did it say? I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't think it mentioned it.
I'll definitely, like you said, I have interest too. I'll definitely check it out because I never saw the older
I think
one.
they're gonna stay original.
Yeah, it says adaptation. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so
yeah, adaptation is.
Yeah, you're right.
So this is kind of like a Shaman King then, right? Basically.
I believe so. Yeah, fantasy though.
Okay. What do you think, Omega? I think you had something on this. I think you did.
Well, I've watched only a couple episodes way back when we actually had VHS, and you had to actually go to maybe like downtown, and they had all the animes there. But I seen 2 episodes, and it blew me away because you can tell that this might have been a little also on the level of Berserk. And the animation itself was pretty great. They actually do even have a character that almost resembles Guts, which is I don't want to give too much away, but like when you see him, it's just like, like almost in the direction of if Guts was a ninja. But yeah, the animation itself, to me, I think was really brilliant. And if you put it like this, the creator of Berserk would definitely enjoy watching Bastard. So if a lot of people actually always like, how Berserk is like really huge, they will really get into Bastard.
Okay.
Definitely, I do want to add its influence on the whole kind of metal scores, and the music is amazing, and even it has some aspects of some bands that were pretty acclaimed in that time. Definitely a big mention is Metallica. So yeah, it's gonna be one hell of a show, I believe. I think a lot of people will stay glued to it.
Okay.
Wait, just
go ahead.
Real quick question for you. Would you recommend that people see the original first? You've seen it. Like, would you recommend?
Definitely. I would recommend people see if they can find it, because Bastard is. I mean, I'm pretty sure some online, possibly anime is showing it, or you could, I'm pretty sure you can find maybe a episode 1 or 2, but there's volumes to it, So, but I would definitely tell people to check out the original and then watch this one.
Okay, go.
But I mean, if you've already seen the Berserks, and you've seen the original one, and you've seen the Netflix one, then you're in for one hell of a treat.
All right, got you.
It's definitely for definitely if you're a metalhead, the whole metal community should definitely watch Bastard.
Nice.
Okay. What do you think, Swift?
No comment. I didn't even know I had a previous series before, and this is a reboot. So I guess I'll just see it once it comes out. I'll
Same.
do my comments then.
Same here. I didn't even know. Diaz, anything?
Yeah. One quick statement. I'd never heard of this. Didn't know anything about it with Netflix. I think it's cool. Omega just sold me on it though, so I'm probably gonna watch the old one whenever I get some time to watch TV. And yeah, that'll be lit.
Okay. How about you, Aizen?
It is a new anime debuting on Netflix. I don't think there's been any anime on Netflix that's been like extremely well. So I'm not sold on that crap whatsoever. I vaguely remember Bastard from back in the day. I doubt it'll probably be anything like it. I would say, don't get your hopes up too much. Right. I think it'll be like one of those things where you read the book and then you go see the movie and you find out the movie's trash.
Damn.
Oh, you know what? I just was gonna actually bring that up too, and I'm glad Agent Sama said it. Read the manga. Also read the manga. The manga is awesome. So yeah, you can get your hands on that, or read it online. It's really good.
Okay. Next up, go ahead, Swift.
Alright, so Seven Deadly Sins, they get a new game. Again, hopefully it's gonna be better. It's not like the previous Seven Deadly Sins game where it's like a versus battle and it's an open world type of versus battle. But this one reminds me, based off the trailer, it's like Breath of the Wild in a way.
Oh,
it's completely open world. You get to travel around, use each character. So, I mean, Seven Deadly Sins, I wouldn't put too much, what's the word? I wouldn't put too much hope into the game, but it might be decent at least.
Mm-hmm. Once again, it's like, we got to look at the track record, right? The track record of Seven Deadly Sins is really bad.
I have to say that game was trash, but yeah, it was bad.
But
the fighting game was.
But there was a trailer on this game, and like you said, Swift, it does look like Breath of the Wild, maybe with a mix of like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot a little bit. So, I mean, those are not bad mixes, I would say. Better than what they had previously. So, once again, we can't get excited. We'll see how it does and judge it from there. I don't know who's asking for these games, honestly. But I don't know. Well, we'll just see when it comes out. That's my thoughts on it.
Bro, is there a way to I don't know, find the age demographic, because I don't know any grown man that's playing this.
I don't know.
Ouch.
I mean, remember, it does carry off the Breath of the Wild type vibe, right?
Okay.
So that could be potentially people that would get this game, are just people who are fans of the series, Although the series
found it quite boring, to be honest.
Even the series
later.
Yeah, the series is kind of a hit or miss there too. I mean, there's some cool moments, but I don't really remember much from it.
Yeah, animations and fight scenes, especially from the last season, are kind of good, but I don't know, the storyline, the plot wasn't captivating at all. Kind of lost me, man.
So Dorian says they should copy the Naruto format. Of what? Like Ninja Storm? Or honestly, I wouldn't want that. He says grown men are playing this for the tits. I guess so. Death Racer says Death Racer says how's this getting a game when the animation studio flopped? No, but that's why do you think people play Dead or Alive so much? Shit, that's why.
Dead or Alive so much. Yeah.
The damn tits. But that's my thoughts on it. What do you think?
Make sure the physics popping.
Omega, did you say all your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I just said if it's, I mean, the fighting game was trash, but this almost feels like they should have came out with this first before they introduced the fighting game. This looks playable. And I mean, if you watch the anime, and you know, it almost seems like a damn RPG in itself. So
right, right.
I wouldn't get my hopes up too much, but it does look like it's in a good step in a direction, other than that trash fighting game that they came out with.
All right. Trunks, did you say all your thoughts on this one? Anything else?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay. Diaz, anything on this?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. Eisen, thoughts?
Nothing. I've never even seen anime, so nothing.
I mean, like I said, the anime's not bad. Swift, would you say that Demon Slayer is better than Seven Deadly Sins, or no? Or same level? What do you think?
Overall, probably, but that's because Seven Deadly Sins ended. Now, if we're being objective and we're going to take it season by season, I'm pretty sure people, like, if you stop at season 2, then see season 3 or season 4, people would probably take Seven Deadly Sins over Demon Slayer.
Okay. I
Because Seven Deadly Sins was hype. Like, it was getting Demon Slayer hype around season 2.
Bruh, no, man. I've never even seen Demon Slayer, and I'd rather watch Demon Slayer over and over again than watch Seven Deadly Sins. I don't know. I just really didn't like it for some reason.
But okay, that's a good point, Swift, because I wasn't watching it during its high point. I guess I totally was not. I was watching something else at the time that series was getting hyped up, so I never even saw that point. But yeah, I thought I'd ask you that just to see what you would think.
Seven Deadly Sins was like, Seven Deadly Sins was like on fire. Like season 2, season 3 is what messed it up. Like they had terrible animation, it was just rushed and everything. If season 3 had the same quality of season 1 and 2, and the story was a bit better.
Didn't they switch to a different studio? I think that's what messed it up.
Yeah, they did.
Okay,
that's part of it.
But even when they fixed it in
animation was terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Even when they fixed it in the animation in the final season, the storyline, it just wasn't there. Like, it just wasn't there. Like, for One Piece, it's still there. For this, it's just not.
Right. Dorian says Black Clover is better than Seven Deadly Sins. I would agree.
For sure.
I would agree.
It's like not debatable.
I would agree. All right.
That's water's wet.
I would agree. Eisen, this is yours. You can go ahead.
All right. So it's about 14 years ago where Marvel Comics had a storyline called The Secret Invasion. It did really well. And basically, spoiler alert, Avengers had to learn that who they thought, as far as heroes out in the world, who they thought they weren't. They were actually shape-shifting Skrulls who had been kidnapping the actual heroes and then taking their place. So basically, what we have here is they're looking to return with this, revisiting this storyline from writer Ryan North, who did the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. I don't know that is, and artist Francesco Mobili. So this sequel will be about the Skrulls making a power play at Earth again, but everything about this Secret Invasion is supposed to be different, just because I think it's from the standpoint of that, they're thinking that that they'll be able to, they've gotten used to what happened last time, that experience from last time with the Secret Invasion. So it's supposed to take it in a different direction. So we'll see what happens. Not really sold on comics right now in the U.S., but hopefully they can bring back some of that magic with this one. That's all I got.
Okay. Thoughts on this, Omega? Go ahead.
So, Secret Invasion, Scrolls Returned, and sequel to Marvel 2008 crossover. I gotta say, this will be interesting. Definitely keeping up the whole plot of you know, who's who, you know, like or have some of our heroes that we thought were heroes been kidnapped or, you know, thrown to the side and they're actually Skrulls. So I think this is the good step in a direction where Marvel's wants to be at, like continuing these sagas. I mean, they all kind of tie in together. So yeah, and we'll possibly see different teams, different people working alongside to each other to actually fight against this invasion. I do look forward to seeing Super Skrull, if this is going to be an intro into finally seeing them in action, because I mean, Super Skrull was, I don't know, for someone to have all the Fantastic Four powers, the way he used them were very tactician like, you know. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it.
Okay. Trunks, anything on this?
No, not really. Don't know much about it.
Okay. Swift, anything? Thoughts?
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there you go. Nothing much. This is kind of new to me, so.
Okay, cool. Diaz, anything? Thoughts?
No, sir.
Alrighty. So Dorian says in the chat that the Captain Marvel movie made the Skrulls trash. You know what? I think what your opinion there is probably a very common opinion with comic book heads. What do you guys think about the Skrulls in the MCU? I mean, because I'm not a comic book guy, so my impression of them is kind of all right. But what do y'all think for people who have seen the comics and comparing that to the Skrulls?
They made them weak as shit.
Okay.
They did nothing. I mean, they were whipping. They made them whipping boys in that garbage ass movie.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one that kind of felt like they depowered the Skrulls a bit, like made them like weak.
Okay, so
they were helpless.
So you think the Skrulls have been nerfed? Well, a lot of heroes have been nerfed, actually.
Oh well, they were worse than nerfed. They were basically enslaved.
Okay.
Does it feel though that with Captain Marvel, that one Skrull actually put up a decent fight? But I don't know.
No, they didn't do him no justice.
Not really.
No,
they didn't do him no justice.
Well, maybe the Skrulls will be redeemed.
So that's the thing.
Maybe they'll be redeemed in the Invasion TV show. We'll see. Maybe. We'll see with
Could be, yeah.
Nick Fury and all that.
I hope they're not depowered.
But that
Like
one
Power
that one
Rangers
was
when they
also
fight the
speaking of the comic. Speaking of returning to comics, but also it may have it also on that TV show too. I don't know, but if it TV show, yeah, you can hang it up. They gonna trash it. So.
Joanne in the chat says stop by to show love. What's up, bro? What's up, Joanne? What's going on? So all right, so there's another big one for the beginning of this month. Sony to acquire Destiny 2 developer Bungie. So Sony announces that they're acquiring Bungie, the development studio behind Destiny, according to GameIndustry.biz. Sony confirmed that the deal to purchase Bungie is valued at $3.6 billion. And its latest is a recent string of major acquisitions in the video game industry. As per the struck deal, Bungie will remain an independent subsidiary of Sony Interactive Entertainment that will still be governed by CEO Pete Parsons. So if you guys remember, last episode, it was Microsoft that acquired. I forgot what they acquired. Y'all remember what company did Microsoft acquire recently? Shit.
I believe it's Activision.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
PlayStation?
Blizzard. Yeah, Blizzard. Yeah, Activision. So then, weeks later, now we see this. So, they're trying to do their little console war crap, but it's pointless because these games go to PC. Okay, Bethesda, Activision, all that stuff. Yeah, that was Microsoft's acquisition just a couple of weeks ago. And I think there was another article that said Sony had like 10 more billion or $1 million to acquire in other studios, apparently. So there's more potential studios that PlayStation may grab in the future. But once again, this doesn't matter because you're going to be exclusive for a little bit and then put your stuff on PC just like Microsoft does. So I don't think it's a big deal. Really, to me, it's not a big deal. Just because you get a studio doesn't mean you're going to make a great game, But I guess business-wise, it's a good move for Sony. So that's my thoughts. Eisen, what do you think? Anything on this?
I think that if PlayStation if Sony's trying to make Destiny and Halo exclusive, shit, they shit on a whole lot of Xbox niggas. So,
right.
We'll see how it goes.
Right. What do you think, Omega?
I don't have any. I gotta stop saying no. No, I don't. I don't have anything on it. I mean, I played Destiny before, so it's a pretty good game. But yeah, I don't know. I believe it deserves a sequel.
I mean, well, Destiny's free to play right now. I honestly don't care about Destiny. But this is weird because Halo just came out on Microsoft and PC last year. So they're just getting the developers that made because I think the Halo is from 343 right now, right? Bungie doesn't make Halo anymore. Bungie now is covered with Destiny.
Oh, okay. Didn't realize that.
So yeah, I guess. I mean, whatever potential exclusive they make, it will be from the team that's currently focusing on Destiny. So Destiny 3, whatever. I don't think that matters. I honestly don't think that matters because it's going to be on PC anyway. But let me move on to someone else. Trunks, anything on this? I know you're not into gaming, but anything on this one?
Oh, no, not really.
Okay. Swift, anything? Thoughts?
Not really. I've never played Destiny 2 or Destiny 1, so it is what it is.
Okay. Diaz, thoughts?
Absolutely. It is hilarious how Bungie stopped doing Halo to stay independent, only to get bought by Sony 10 years later. That is comical to me, okay? Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, the acquisition and sale of AAA studios and publishers feel like a small group of people who started dating each other and had some bad relationships, so they broke up, only then to start dating the ex of their other ex in some scheme to stick it to them. Okay, this is like.
Right.
And this is a bigger shock than Microsoft buying AAvfx. Because Bungie doesn't have a relationship with Sony outside of doing some priority content back when they were Activision. And it's weird to me. Very funny because not just them buying Halo, but apparently Phil Spencer loves Destiny and it's one of his favorite games. And Bungie's been apparently adamant about staying multi-platform, and that was a major stipulation in this sale. So they're going to operate independently and publish multi-platform. But thinking a bit about that and what we know of Sony, I think it is a good call. If it's all Bungie games and not just Destiny, it's a good deal for Sony because they now get a cut of all purchases, regardless of if they insist you're a Sony player or not. But yeah, I can go on and on and on and on about this, but this is a really interesting deal, and we are now in the money war saga of video games.
Yeah, basically where these companies are just trying to acquire, their ex studio girlfriends back and forth. That's what it seems to be at this point. I don't know. I feel like this is a quick opinion about Destiny. I feel like the whole wave of Destiny ended after the first game. I don't know. I don't feel like it has that momentum anymore. But I could be wrong. I don't know how the fan base, I don't know if it's a dedicated fan base or what. I don't know. Maybe it is doing well. I haven't kept up with that series in a while, so I have no idea. But I don't hear a lot of people talking about Destiny like that. From what I'm seeing. Go ahead, Diaz. This was yours.
Yep. Moving forward. So part 2 of the Money Wars. PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan is coming to let you know he's doubling down. There will be more acquisitions on the way after this deal. No matter who wins, the only people that lose are the gamers. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. Now that they have the rights to all of Bungie's games, they have the rights to Destiny, they still have more money to go around. They're really trying to push the needle of the company. My prediction after seeing this, I think a company like EA may get bought. Who knows? Anyone's liable with the Microsoft and Sony dick waving contest. We don't know who's next. He doesn't tell us who he's interested in exactly, but he really wants to increase the size of the PlayStation community, expand beyond the historic console heartland. He says he wants to be really aggressive with live services and going multi-platform. So, we can expect to see that coming soon. Take-Two acquired Zynga. That's in this report as well. So, I don't know. Sony's holding himself to a very, very high standard when it comes to who they partner with. And they're expanding in movies as well, like the Uncharted movie, the Last of Us show, the Ghost of Tsushima movie. We could possibly even see that with Destiny as well. So they're looking to expand across a bunch of different platforms. They've already got 5 studios last year alone. So,
and Sony's. They also have the Spider-Man stuff too, with Miles Morales and the Spider-Verse and all that. I think they made a Ratchet and Clank movie. I don't know if it did well, but I think that was something they had as well. But here's the thing. PlayStation doesn't really have maybe they're doing this because they need like a de facto shooter, right? I don't think Sony has that, besides the multi-plats and stuff like that. So maybe that's what they're trying to do with Bungie. I mean, maybe make a new Killzone. There's a really focused Killzone sequel would be dope, but that is something they're lacking. I think they are lacking in the shooter area when it comes to their exclusives, minus multiplats. What do you think on this, Omega? Any thoughts here?
I don't have any thoughts on this one.
Okay. Trunks, anything?
No. Yeah.
Okay. J Wolf says, "Wait, a Ghost of Tsushima movie. Don't have much trust in video game movies." Yeah, that's true. I don't have. I mean, we know the track record of video game movies are not that well successful. But actually, we're going to cover that in as we keep going. There's actually some other news related to video game movies. Anything on this, Swift? Thoughts?
No, I think Bungie hit all the main points.
Okay. Eisen, any thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think Adidas covered enough of it, so good.
Okay. Moving right along. Mega, you got this one on Fantastic Four. We got a lot of comic book stuff this month.
Yep. Definitely a comic head. So yeah. Let me just see here. Okay, so we got Wolverine. You have the Hulk, Ghost Rider, and Spider-Man have returned to investigate a surge of violence in Las Vegas. I repeat, Las Vegas. So that's exciting in itself that you got these iconic heroes investigating a surge of violence in Las Vegas. I mean, I can only imagine the pages of lights flashing, just the monuments, I mean, Las Vegas is going to need a new, facelift after they're done figuring out what's going on. But let me continue reading. So, with a demonic mastermind pulling the strings, they're going to need some extra help. This all new adventure will feature surprise guest stars aplenty, including the original Fantastic Four and a series of mystery villains that you'll never see coming. Although the original stint was extremely short lived, the alternate version of the Fantastic Four has had its fans for years, including myself, David said, and I believe this is possibly the writer or the person that is going to be, let's see, does it say on here? No, but I'm guessing this might be the person that's in charge. So he said, I am fortunate Marvel has given me the opportunity to revisit with them to take their battles to new heights in a new location with new allies and new enemies. So these are pretty much really, really strong heavy hitters that are going to be in Las Vegas, which I think is going to be exciting in itself. And just for the fact that new location, all the time it's in New York for some reason, or it might be on an island. But we're in the big city where it never sleeps, and what stays in Las Vegas is probably going to stay in Las Vegas with the new Fantastic Four. So I'm definitely stoked on it.
Okay. Diaz, anything on this? You're a comic book head.
Yep. I know nothing about this. I'm actually not a big Marvel guy, but this sounds fucking awesome. So before 2008, and all these casuals started watching the MCU and pretending to be comic fans. Before then, the trinity of Marvel comics was not Iron Man, Captain America, or Thor. In fact, Iron Man was a C-tier hero. The original Marvel Trinity was Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine. And in the 90s, Wolverine had some runs during the anti-hero craze with Ghost Rider. So we get a callback to two great times, in my opinion. And I think that is great for comics. It makes for a great story. I love Las Vegas. That's my second home. Miami's my first, of course. And I don't know. I'm going to check this out. It'll be the first Marvel comic I read in a long time.
Okay. Any thoughts, Eisen?
These four going to Las Vegas sounds like the comic book Hangover. We'll see how this see how this goes out. See how this turns out. Adidas made a great point there on on who were the most popular characters for Marvel back then. Those Spider-Man has always been huge. Hulk and Wolverine. I was always an X-Men fan back then. Magneto being my guy. But yes. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. I'm still not sold yet because comics has been crap right now. But hey, we'll see if they make a turnaround.
Okay. What do you think, Swift? Any thoughts on this one?
Actually, I didn't know that there's a different big three, so to say. And Ghost Rider, he's one of my favorite characters, so that's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I do have something else. I do remember Ghost Rider being a part of the Fantastic Four. It was a while ago. It was something I saw. But it had confused me at the point. But this makes more
you're
sense
correct.
now.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you're definitely correct.
I think there are some references,
It
maybe
is
in some
right,
type
yeah.
of like game or something. I don't know, but there's been references about.
Yeah, he used to be.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
and then same with Spider-Man.
Marvel
Was
versus Capcom 2. 3. He was. He actually had the suit, the Fantastic Four suit.
Yeah, they made references to it in the old Ultimate Alliance game, so. It's
okay,
true.
and then there was a reference point with in the Spider-Man game with the Fantastic Four costume too, where Spider-Man had a bag on his face or some shit, something like that. So J-Wolf says, I don't know if this will go well. Well, I guess we'll have to see. I know J-Wolf's a comic book head as well. We'll just have to see. Like y'all said.
Pay very close attention to the Hulk that they're using. They're using the Joe Fixit Hulk.
Okay.
Which is definitely the persona of the Hulk, which resided in Las Vegas, was basically a muscle. Or I think what was he? I think if anyone can correct me, I believe he was like a bodyguard, or was he like? I know he was he was controlling like a portion of Las Vegas for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Eisen, you said that Magneto's your favorite character. What do you think about him in the movie industry with the recent X-Men movies and stuff like that? What do you think about Magneto? Is it good or no?
I think Fassbender has had a good portrayal.
Uh-huh.
First Class was the best to me.
Mm-hmm.
After that, the movies were kind of hit or miss. I think his acting was good. I think that the writing for them after First Class was just terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think but I think as far as the actor, I think they picked a good guy to play him in Fassbender. I think McAvoy did a good Professor X after oh gosh, I don't even Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, guy from Star Trek. That dude.
Yeah, I think they had picked the best guy that they could pick to play him as well. Like I said, I think it's been more of a writing issue for storyline more so than the actors themselves.
I agree on that. I just wanted to see what you would think. All right, so next up, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury anime premieres this October. So the official site for Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, first new Gundam television anime series in 7 years, announced on Saturday that the anime will premiere in October during the Niche 5 slot on Sundays 5 p.m. Or 4 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Eastern Time on MBS TBS network of stations. MBS streamed a video highlighting the anime that has previously aired during the 5 slot. So the series will be the first brand new TV anime series in the franchise since Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blood Orphans, which was super cool anime. The first season premiered October 2015 with a total of 25 episodes, with the second season coming out that next year with 25 episodes. So I hope this is legit, because last year there was another Gundam series that came out, but it was kind of like it was more focused on the Gundam toy builder thing, which I really don't care for. But they're telling us, hopefully this news source is legit, and this is actually a legit Gundam series coming out, because it has been a long while since we've had one. Like they said, Iron Blood, which came out in 2015. Definitely a fan of Gundam. I loved Gundam Seed Destiny, Gundam Seed 00 was really good. Of course, Iron Blood was really good. Gundam Wing, Mobile G Fighter Gundam, although it can be kind of corny, but it's funny in a way. So definitely a fan of Gundam. So I'm definitely excited for this. I hope it's actually a real legit series. So that's my thoughts. Anything on this? What thoughts, Omega?
Definitely a big fan of Gundam. So yeah, I have the utmost enthusiasm for this. I really hope it pretty much surpasses a lot of what's already came out. So yeah.
Right. J-Wolf says, will this be
Definitely,
better? J-Wolf says, will this be better than Iron Blood? That's the question. Yeah, that's a good question. Go ahead, Omega.
Yeah, that is a big. That is a good question. And Iron Blood was phenomenal to me. I mean, it definitely even had some very great deep depth into, just the whole emotions into it, and also the battles. But I believe there was a recent Gundam come out, right? I know it's on Netflix. I haven't had the chance to take a look at it, but that looks pretty good.
Are you talking about Gundam Scene Gundam like Unicorn, that movie?
I believe it's Unicorn.
Yeah, that's a movie. That's a movie that came out a couple years ago. It was a good movie. Good movie. Oh, and there's Gundam Hathaway. That came out too. That came out I think last year too.
Yeah. But yeah, I honestly think it's gonna be it might be as better than Iron Blood.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
But I'm very optimistic on this. I was just gonna say, like, I can't jump the gun on it. I just have to sit and wait.
Right. Okay. Who has a guitar? Someone's playing on a guitar. What's going on? Trunks.
Yeah,
any?
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Ghost.
Trunks. Any thoughts on this one?
No, not quite this time. No.
Okay. Swift. Any thoughts?
Not really. You did recommend for me to watch Gundam, so I might give it a chance. It's always just seems so like corny to me. The mech anime. So
All right. Okay. Wait. Like I said, try 00. Try. I think you should try 00, and then
Try Wing. Definitely try Wing first.
Yes, definitely Wing.
Yeah, that too. Try Wing. Yeah, but I think you will like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll love Hero and Wing. He's your type.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's totally like Swift. Yeah, he'd like that shit.
Wait. What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed
No,
You have a type when it comes to your protagonist.
Right. Archetype. Yeah.
Oh boy.
That fits. That fits. You're right, Ideas. Eisen, anything on the new Gundam anime?
We'll check it out. Be interested to see how it goes. I did like Wing, and I actually liked Endless Waltz there. He was pretty decent too. So it's been a while since I've seen a Gundam, so have to check this one out.
Look at J-Wolf. J-Wolf's supporting Swift. He's unplugged. Really, J-Wolf? You're supporting the unplugged, the unplugged brand.
Sir.
Okay.
Unplug it.
Okay, J-Wolf. That's funny.
J-Wolf knows what's up, man. He knows what's up.
All right, J-Wolf. Adias, what do you think on the new Gundam? Thoughts?
I feel the same way as Eisen. I haven't seen a Gundam in a while. I'll check it out. I'm excited. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm excited for it. I'll keep an eye out on its development or whatever, and maybe I'll watch it.
I totally agree. Like, if it's legit, I will cover it on the channel. If it's legit, but we'll have to see. I just hope it's not some weird like OVA or something like that. But yeah, hopefully we get some more information. We'll definitely cover it again. So Trunks, you had this one that was actually good about YouTubers.
Oh, right. Yeah, so basically in this article what happens is, well, it talks about there is a YouTuber, an anime YouTuber called Totally Not Mark. And if you're not aware, what happened with his situation is Toei Animation basically wanted 150 copyright strikes on his YouTube channel, and is it a copyright strike? Just a strike in general, something like that. It only takes 3 to get rid of a channel, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that right? Yeah. So they wanted 150 to get his channel taken down. I guess, I don't know, that many times over. But yeah, they wanted like basically most of his content gone. Because it violated their copyright laws in Japan, I believe. But it doesn't violate YouTube's copyright laws. So what they ended up doing was they banned his videos in Japan, I think, like most of his videos, but that didn't affect him too much because, I mean, you know, like people in Japan aren't watching totally not marked for anime reviews. They're watching, or anime content, YouTuber content, they're watching like their own people's, because, you know, like it's in Japanese, obviously. Yeah. So that didn't bother him too much, but yeah, YouTube fought and got his channel back, or all of his videos back.
Yeah, this was so Totally Not Mark. This was a good one. Totally Not Mark was trending when that happened. You know, he covers a lot of One Piece content from Toei Animation, and Toei Animation's been on a rampage with their content. That's why you notice that the amount of people covering One Piece has lowered a lot. A lot of people are just doing you know, they're doing like maybe time reactions, or they're covering up as much as they can, just maybe reacting blindly and all that, or don't maybe do reviews on the anime, and they're just very careful because or they won't even monetize it. Some people won't even monetize a One Piece video anymore. Even CJ the Champ, he had a little clip of One Piece, but like even him, he made a little comment about it, saying, "Oh, well, let me be real quick about this, so Toei Animation will come at him," because they're just being being assholes, right? So yeah, geo-blocking is a solution. It basically allows you to block a region from your content, like Japan, which doesn't make any damn sense because we're actually promoting the series, but whatever. I've dealt with the copyright crap before too. I was covering World Trigger before, and they, the copyright gods came at me and said, "Oh, you can't cover World Trigger." I'm like, "All right, fine." So
did you say fair use?
Yeah. I got obviously I got my channel back. All
right.
So yeah. It's a thing that a lot of anime YouTubers have history about. You talk to any YouTuber that does manga or anime, they're gonna know about the copyright crap. I mean, it's just something you deal with. So yep. But luckily, not totally Mark. He looks like he's good to go, but because he focused so much on One Piece, I think that was the mistake there. That was the error. But I think he covers other stuff too. Yeah, this has to be careful. But yeah, geo-blocking is the solution for anime manga YouTubers who want to cover certain things. But it's not all studios that do that crap, It's just certain ones you got to stay away from. But yeah, this is a good one. Any thoughts on this, Omega?
This was a good one, and I gotta definitely say, every anime YouTube enthusiasts should always say fair use. Always say fair use. But no, I'm just looking at Ash's face, and that should be the face of us all.
Ha! Right.
That's all I got to say.
Okay. Swift, thoughts? Anything?
You said me?
Yeah.
Or something I cut up. Yeah, the guy, from what I heard, yeah, he got his copyright strikes gone, but he wasn't too confident about it in the video he made.
Right.
It seems like he's gonna get them again, like, real soon anyway. So it's kind of like, what's the point? You might as well just go to a different platform, or like Patreon or something.
Right.
For the best.
Right. Because he's heavily focused on One Piece. That's the thing. Like, that's why his channel is where he is. But yeah, that's another good solution. Either geo-block, or just do your stuff, your One Piece stuff on Patreon, or cover other stuff. I don't know. But yeah. Aizen, anything? Thoughts?
Yeah, somehow I don't know. It's kind of not surprising in a way because, I mean, if you really look at a lot of these Japanese companies are not playing around with copyright content. I mean, take Nintendo for instance.
Yeah.
You cannot use any of their characters without an actual contract, and you have, and in that, you can't violate any way by talking down on the characters of the games or anything like that. So it's kind of not surprising.
Yep. Any thoughts, Diaz?
These damn squids, man. I tried to tell y'all about them. Let me just say this. At least about Mark. Yeah, or just in general. These guys need to just find ways to find a new platform, use Patreon, get your own website. I work in tech, and I know guys who use their own domain for their portfolio websites, and they add a lot of gamification for it, and it's uniquely theirs. You could do something like that. You could use Vimeo. You could use, I don't know, DuckDuckGo, whatever platform you want to use. It doesn't have to be through YouTube or Google, because it's always going to come for your shit. I mean, you should expect this kind of stuff. I don't feel sorry for these people.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. I think everyone had their thoughts in there. Okay, go ahead, Swift. This is yours.
Alright, another video game yet again.
Right.
That's our God, a new world. From what I saw, the game looks to be really good, but again, it's like Soul 11's probably going to be on the PC and mobile for the most part. Plays all the characters from the main cast. But if you haven't read like the manga, you're going to be confused because they look different. Because there's a total time skip from whatever. But from the look of it, it looks pretty good. It just makes me wonder if there's going to be a season 2 of Tower of God, because that's never been announced. So, if it were me, I wouldn't expect one. But you never know.
Okay. I've actually have not watched Tower of God yet, so I have no idea about this game. I didn't even know this was a thing. Is that something I should watch? Is it good? Or what? Because the Crunchyroll Awards made it seem like it won a lot of awards and whatever.
From what I saw, yeah, I'd say it's a good watch. Good, like 12, 13 episodes. Really enjoyable. Like, I'd say it's really good to watch. Like the characters, the cast.
Okay. Any thoughts on this, Omega? This new game coming out?
I haven't seen the anime, so this is based on an anime, right?
Yeah, or yeah, the anime, yeah.
Based on the anime.
Yeah, I haven't seen the anime, so I can't really put anything on it.
Same. Trunks, anything on this? Have you seen Tower of God?
I actually haven't, so yeah, I can't comment on this.
Okay.
Would you recommend it though?
Oh, I'm like you. I haven't seen it either, but yeah, Swift said it's worth a watch.
Quick watch.
Oh no, I meant Swift.
Okay. Eisen, any thoughts?
That's a quick watch. Easy, but
No thoughts. Don't really know anything about it. So.
Yeah.
Wait, so no one has seen it?
Nope, I haven't seen it either. Swift loves these obscure ass shows.
There
he
goes.
says I'm a shonen only guy. That's crazy.
Swift's a nerd.
Oh God, really?
Only guy, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Why are we as a grown men still watching shonen? I don't get it.
No, don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't step to that line, bro.
Good one, Ed. Jesus.
Don't do that. Okay, it was your turn, Diaz.
Man.
We're gonna get to your turn. Any thoughts?
All right. On the Tower of God?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Same. we'll see. I don't know. I'll check it out. I mean, I still got a long ass backlog of crap to watch. We'll see. So now we're on to yours. Deals with Nintendo. Go ahead. This one looks interesting.
Yep, we have part 3, the trilogy of the what did I call it? The Money Wars?
Yeah, the Money Wars.
All right. Yeah, this to me is the biggest news you have in gaming at the moment. Nintendo's president has said that it will not join the Money Wars. They're going to stay out of it. They won't join. They won't do any crazy acquisitions. He said this in November as well. And he's pretty much echoing his statements. They're based on creative culture. All their growth has been entirely organic. They're not dismissing the possibility of acquiring other companies, but it's not on their purview at the moment. So for example, the Bungie deal with Sony, I think it took like 5-6 months, in development, getting that deal done. But Nintendo has decided we're going to focus more so on expanding game development capability, growing non-game entertainment software assets such as movies. They started construction for office expansions. Their first buyout in literally more than a decade was last year. The developer Next Level Games for Luigi Mansion 3. Other than that, they're not. They just have a hard time imagining which of the big ones they would even be interested in buying. Nintendo was going to stay Nintendo. The company has relied on first-party games, and they're not looking to change. And me personally, my thoughts on it, this year is already nuts. During quarantines, all these agreements and mergers took place only to make up for slow game production. And, that was just January. We got a long way to go this year. Nintendo, on the other hand, they're going to sit comfortably doing what they do, and people will still buy them because they're Nintendo. And that's a good business model. All they have to do is make good games, make good consoles. They've never really competed with Sony and Xbox. And that's why they've never been included in the console wars. So,
and yep. This is a good one here because it gives us a chance to talk about Nintendo. So here's the thing with Nintendo, man. The IPs are great. The exclusives, for the most part, do really well. But Nintendo's weak point to me is hardware. So I don't even. Is it good that they don't get involved in this money wars and trying to acquire stuff? Because focus on the hardware. I mean, the Switch is good. But in sales, I mean, you look at the numbers of the Switch. The Switch is really successful. I mean, I think it's even beating out Microsoft for this. If there was a console war, I think Nintendo would be at least second place, right? I think maybe first place. So it's doing well, but the hardware, I think, is what's holding it back. Games like that came out recently. What was it? Pokemon Legends. I got it. Looks dope, but not gonna lie, the hardware holds it back. It's a great game. But there's certain games on this console that, because of the you get to see the lack of quality and graphics. It's like, I don't want to play that game. Like, there's certain games, like maybe a Mario game, yeah, it's gonna look good on Switch. But certain games, especially some of the third-party ones, are like, you're kind of sacrificing a lot, So that's my thing with Nintendo. Nintendo needs to definitely get. I understand they're trying to do this hybrid, trying to do like this, I'm special type thing with their consoles, but I think they should just say fuck it and say, hey, let me just catch up to everyone else. Have my quality exclusives, but also have some quality hardware, and you can do well, Shit, you're doing well right now, even without the hardware. So imagine you having the hardware. So that's my thing with Nintendo. Any thoughts on that, Eisen?
I would say, this is what Nintendo's always done. They focused on their games, their exclusives, such as, if you want to play Metroid, Mario, Smash Brothers, Legend of Zelda, you've got to go to them. And I think they've had exclusives that kept them around. So it's a pretty smart move by them.
Trunks, anything on this? Trunks, you there?
Oh, no, for this, no, not particularly, no.
Okay. Omega, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I don't have any thoughts on it.
Okay. Swift, anything?
Kind of just came back, so fill me in real quick.
Okay, so this is basically the third part of the Monster Money Wars from Diaz. Nintendo's basically saying they don't want to get involved in doing the acquisition war with trying to get new studios. They're just trying to focus on themselves and be special, basically. Nintendo's kind of stubborn, so they're just trying to focus on themselves and not worry about getting other studios. Let's work on their exclusives and stuff.
No acquisitions. They're keeping Nintendo pure.
Oh God, yeah.
Nice. I mean, it's worked for them for all this time.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, that's true. But yeah, Swift, that was this great.
Yeah.
What's going on? Anything though with that, Swift?
Not really, I guess.
I don't know why they're so
Let me say
stubborn.
this.
Go ahead.
Let me retort on your hardware statement.
I
don't even think it matters. The Switch has gotten the best third-party support Nintendo has seen in years, but Nintendo can put out whatever and it's going to sell because that's such a small part of what you're buying a Nintendo system for. You're buying it for those characters, for those great IPs, and you're going to get quality, finished products, and you're going to get it with a great user experience. And their online department and online experience is good. Like, I don't have to spend a lot of money. Like, it costs me less to buy Nintendo online for a year than it does like PlayStation for 2 months. They can just recycle the same process for the rest of eternity.
I mean, you're right. I mean, clearly, like Eisen said, I mean, this with software alone, they're doing well. But it's like, I feel like if you're a third-party game, it's a hit or miss on, because you're not gonna. Well, you're only getting the Nintendo for the exclusives, first of all, right? So I would say, if you're getting a Switch, you have to have another console. Like, there's no way I would rely on Nintendo alone.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like for me, I have a PS5, a PC, and a Switch, so I'm good to go. But relying on being a only Switch user, I don't know about that. Because you're really gonna play 2K on Switch? I don't know. If you're gonna
being called out. I'm being called out.
Nah, yeah, 2K on Switch. Any third parties have always ran and looked like shit on Nintendo. So I see what you mean.
Right. All right.
Cole got paper though. He can afford that many consoles.
But if you as Nintendo can guarantee that a majority of PS5 buyers still buy a Switch, I think you're still winning.
Yeah, I mean, clearly. That shows for the numbers. All right, so we're getting to a rapid fire. I'm going to be really fast with these ones. Madam Web movie reportedly in development starring Dakota Johnson.
Yes!
I thought that was interesting. New report claims that Sony is developing a Madam Web movie. News comes from Deadline, who says the source that Sony is looking to expand on its Marvel success post No Way Home. Of course, No Way Home did amazing in the box office. CJ Clarkson is apparently attached to direct. She has directed episodes of Heroes, Dexter. Oh, good shit. Jessica Jones, and Succession, which has also done well on HBO Max. Don't know much about Madam Web. Of course, I've heard about her in the animated Spider-Man series and stuff. I know of her a little bit, but I don't know much of her. But I'm down for it. If it's directed well, if it's written well, I'm down for it. That's my quick thoughts. Go ahead, Omega, on this one. Real quick.
Yeah, so, whoa. Yes, definitely. Dive deeper into the Spider-Verse. A little background history on her. Madam Web is a clairvoyant and precognitive mutant. She first showed up to help Spider-Man and find a kidnap victim. She was not one of the mutants that lost their powers during a decimation storyline. but she also has just been a pivotal role. Like she has some kind of connection between all the spider like heroes, basically. Like as almost a guide, you can see their future. I mean, she tries to help them out as much as possible. You know, it's kind of like a part of her her whole her abilities. So it's gonna be interesting seeing this all tie in with you know, like stuff like the, you know, Defenders and Spider-Man. I mean, she revolves around a lot of who Spider-Man is involved in too. So yeah, this is gonna be I think you will enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Trunks, what do you think?
I don't really have any opinions on this. Yeah, no. That's it.
Okay. Eisen, what do you think?
It's a movie starring an old blind lady on life support. The focus is on starring as a side character. Okay, but an old blind lady on life support starring in a movie? Yeah, no. It's gonna be terrible.
Oh shit! Yeah, man, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right,
I have to actually say,
yeah, go ahead.
I want to do a little pushback on that. When you think of the, she suffers from what is called myasthenia gravis, which is a terrible ailment. You know, that basically like is a disorder of the neuromuscular junction transmission. So you know, I mean, you just described it perfectly as how you put it. But to think about, though, the sense of like hearing, right, and that those people can actually like possibly like, wow, we have a hero that has the same kind of element that we have, you know, like that's I take from that position where it's good to see that there's a hero for everyone, even if they are like bedridden to a, you know, bed. I mean, we see that even to an extent.
And that's
of Charles
how
Xavier.
That's how you get Superman doing rainbow shit and changing his gender, being gender.
Man. Damn. What do you think of DS?
Okay, cool.
I'm excited. And I'm only excited not because I really care for Madam Web as a character. I mean, she's cool. But because my favorite Spider-Man is, was, and always will be the Amazing duology. And when they were setting up the Amazing verse, Madam Web was going to have a big role in those series. So, with this being said, yeah, man, bring on the Spider Verse. Bring on all this shit, man. I'm excited for it.
Agreed. Swift, what do you think on Madam Web being a movie?
Yeah, I don't really care. Next.
All right. Rapid fire. Let's go. All right. Next up on Rapid Fire. So we got the a new villain for Titan Season 4, cast as the Vampire Diaries star from the originals. Joseph Morgan signs on to portray a major villain in an upcoming season of HBO Max Titans. So looks like he's going to be, they said in an article, let me see if I could, Brother Blood. So Brother Blood was already portrayed, I think, in season 2 of Arrow, but he's going to be the new Brother Blood for the Titan show. He did really well in the Vampire Diaries and Originals vampire show. Good actor for the most part, so him being in the new show, I'm down for it. We'll just have to see how season 4 is with Titans. And so far, it's not bad. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not the best show, but it's not the worst. It's way better than CW. So I'll give it that. Rapid fire, go ahead, Omega, quickly.
So yeah, he's a phenomenal actor. So I do see him basically being a really good, brother blood. So yeah, that's as much as I have for this series. So.
Okay. Trunks, what do you think?
This is Titan. It's not Attack on Titan. Did not read.
Oh, okay, Trunks. All right. All right. Isa, what do you think?
Yeah, I really don't think much. I never really cared for vampires outside of like Blade and 30 Days of Night. Vampires are rainbow creatures. The only thing they really do is go around and suck stuff. So
Oh, go. Okay. Damn. Shots fired. Shots fired. All right. All right. Diaz, what do you think? What do you think of Diaz? Thoughts?
I like Brother Blood, the character. Glad
Uh-huh.
he's on TV. Don't care for the Titan show.
Okay. Swift, any thoughts on this one?
Nah.
Okay, moving right along. All right. Next up, this one's the video game kind of talk we were having before. So looks like there will be a sequel for Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Reboot is officially getting a sequel with Moonlight, head writer, and exclusive producer Jeremy Slater tackling the script.
All right, good night.
So if y'all remember, we did a watch party of Mortal Kombat when it came out. It wasn't that great, so I'm not sure how they were able to get a sequel. But it looks like, according to Verity, Warner Bros. Currently developing a sequel for this. I don't know. Like, my thoughts, I don't know. I don't know why this is getting a sequel. It was pretty bad. There were some cool parts, though, but it wasn't worth having a sequel. That's just my quick thoughts. Go ahead, Omega. Quick thoughts.
No, it wasn't. I feel like I'm being punished tabletty with this sequel because this shouldn't have.
Right.
This should not have been.
Right, like doing a sequel to Mortal Kombat is
wow.
like doing a sequel to Dragon Ball Evolution, right? Basically, yeah.
There we go. Yep. I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
Okay.
Next.
Trunks, what do you think? Mortal Kombat sequel.
I haven't seen the original. Wait, wasn't there like another one that came out recently?
Yeah, it came out like I think 2020 or 2021 last year. I think.
Are any of them good?
Last one wasn't that good. Last one wasn't that great.
What about the other one?
I mean, there's some. I think the original is kind of classic.
The original was the bomb, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think Mortal Kombat 3 was the one that went on the deep end. Like, oh no.
A watch party.
Yeah, we'll probably do a watch party of the sequel, probably.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, we could just roast it. I mean, even if it's bad, we'll just make fun.
You're gonna end up roasting it, bro.
I mean, that's what we did with the Space Jam. So there you go. Eisen, what do you think about the sequel?
I mean, why not have a watch party for it? You had one for the Trinity movie.
Oh God, yeah, right.
That's the worst watch party
Right,
we've
yeah,
had.
right. Matrix 4. Yeah, that was yeah. Diaz, what do you think? Mortal Kombat sequel.
It's bad. Don't care. Burn it.
Oh God.
It needs not exist.
Okay, hopefully not burning the directors, right? Or just the movie itself, right?
Burn the script and say the movie's no longer in production.
I'm with you. Swift, what do you think?
Space Jam 2 over Mortal Kombat.
What? Really?
What?
Space Jam 2? Nah, we don't need that.
Space Jam is
we don't need that. We don't. What?
Granted towards the audience.
Terrible.
Oh my
Towards the
God.
audience, Space Jam was
We
going
might as well
towards.
throw in the
Yes.
Double Dragon movie then.
I would rather have Space Jam 2 starring Kawhi Leonard.
Oh my God.
I don't want to do any more Space Jams or Trinity movies.
Yeah.
Can they do just Mortal Kombat sequel and just
I
say
would rather Dragon Ball Evolution.
Wow. Okay.
Oh no.
No, we're just trolling. We're just trolling now. What is trolling?
Yeah. This troll was brought to you by the Camaro Nimbus.
All right.
I would rather have the actress who plays Rey from Star Wars try to explain the lore of Star Wars to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then now we're
hey, you didn't. Hey, at least you didn't go with Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, hey, put both of them in the room, bro. Have them both
No, damn that, no.
Damn that.
No.
Star Wars.
Hey, look, you know,
Yo,
hey.
Rapid fire goes wrong. You should put that in the title. So.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah, Hunter with the timestamp. Shout out to Hunter. J Wolf says drop it. J Wolf, you keep pissing off J Wolf over there. All right, so next up on Rapid Fire. So, Crysis 4 confirmed with Moody announcement trailer and an image posted to a Chinese social media site prompts developers Crytek into announcing the highly anticipated next entry in the Crysis series. So Crysis 3 came out, I don't know, well, it's like 2020 or 2019, I think. Good kind of sci-fi shooter. Crysis, they released like a new trilogy, like definitive version or whatever, but I would love to see Crysis 4 on next-gen consoles and PC. That'd be hella fun. I'd totally buy it. So if it comes out, I'm down for it. That's my quick thoughts. Omega, anything? Quick thoughts?
Yes, and yes. Bomb game. Definitely enjoyed the more up-to-date one that was released on the Xbox 360 and PS4. So yeah, this is gonna be fire. Like definitely, it was a good story, but the suit itself is just astonishing. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I will give you some pushback on that. I was a little bit confused on the story with Crysis 3. I was low-key confused. I just liked the gameplay. The gameplay was fun, and it looked great.
Okay.
So my quick little response there. Trunks.
Storyline 30 off.
Yeah, completely. Trunks, anything on this one? I know you don't like video games.
Yeah, nothing. Just another nerd thing.
Okay, Trunks. Okay. Eisen, anything?
Nothing really here. I haven't really cared about playing a shooter since Gears 3, so I'm good.
Okay. Dia's thoughts on Crysis 4?
I'm tired of this guy talking about nerds. He doesn't even bench press.
Oh. Whoa, smoke.
No, nothing about Crysis.
Okay. Swift, anything?
Same here, nothing about Crysis.
Okay. What do you say, Swift?
I said same here, nothing about Crysis.
Okay. And last, I got one more rapid fire for y'all. So last but not least, last on this week's episode, we got Ghostwire. Tokyo release date, new gameplay revealed. Long-awaited game is joining the stack release lineup of February and March, like we covered before. As PlayStation announced, Ghostwire Tokyo will launch 25th of March. In addition to release date news, PlayStation is holding an official showcase for the game on February 3rd, so that already happened. You can watch it on the YouTube if you missed it. I didn't get to watch it, so I had to watch it myself. But apparently people are excited for it. I have no idea what it's really going to be about. But it's another game that's coming out next month. It will be time exclusive on PS5 and PC. So it'll probably be a multi-plat in a couple weeks to a month or so. But I don't know. Quick thoughts. It looks interesting. I have to watch the showcase. But we'll see how it does. That's my quick thoughts. Swift, anything on this one? Ghostwire Tokyo?
No, that's not this one either. Why do these games come with weird names?
I guess to try to be unique or something. I don't know. Adias, anything? Ghostwipe.
Nope.
Okay. Eisen?
Yeah, nothing here. It's on PlayStation. Don't know if it'll come out on PC. Just nothing here.
Okay, Trunks?
Nah, nothing here.
Okay. Omega?
I got nothing.
Okay, so well, we'll see how this game does next month. I don't know. I might not even get it. I have to check out the gameplay first. So all right, man. So that was episode 6 of Otaku Jump Podcast. We'll be doing episode 7 later this month. You can stay up to date on my Discord or my community tab on YouTube. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and shout out to Hunter once again for the timestamps. And once again, we are available on Spotify, and all those audio formats are in the description. Shout out to everyone in the chat who came through. We'll see you guys on the next episode. So take it easy and have a good one. We are out.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
Riddle me this. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Hadouken!
What are you going to do, Space Ghost? I'm combining the stun ray with the force energy power.
Your soul is mine.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
Tyrannosaurus!
The SoulProviderZ. Or the stone pudding or something. I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf.
Yomigarete! Nebula-chan!
Yoga claim. But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Target acquired. It's the big one. Proton cannon.
Always winterize your pipes. Your soul is mine.
By your powers combined.
You seem to be well grounded in the case file, Detective.
But there could be more to the case than meets the eye.
Why so serious?
Riddle me this.
Haven't had a lot of company.